Hi, this is Dr. Melinda, here today from Enlightenment Educational Services. Today I want to talk to you about lawn chemicals. It's June and it seems like everyone is getting lawn chemicals sprayed on their lawn. These chemicals can be very challenging to lots of people's immune systems. We tend to think, we're taught that they're safe and they're harmless. Studies now have shown that Roundup can cause lymphoma. There's also other things. I've found a lot of animals where people get their lawn sprayed. The animals die young age of some form of cancer. So we're all best to use natural and organic products and try to do chemical-free living as much as possible. I personally have been chemically sensitive since I was probably a newborn, although I didn't know until I was in my 20s exactly what was going on with my body. My symptoms ranged from bleeding internally and having terrible bladder infections to being so weak I couldn't walk across the floor, to having trouble breathing. And so I treated with a specialist in Ann Arbor and I learned how to avoid those chemicals as much as possible and how to live as chemically free as possible. So I use a lot of essential oils in my home, a lot of natural cleaning products, and I have the prettiest dandelion patch in the neighborhood come springtime. But those dandelions, they can be good for you. So today, this is really up for me because we've had a traumatic occurrence in our family. My daughter had hired a lawn company to put organic stuff on her lawn for several years, and today they messed up and they put the chemical stuff on her lawn. So those chemicals, what a lot of people don't realize, can stay in the top 1 inch of your soil for over a year. This is going to prevent my 3-year-old grandson from being able to play in the backyard on his swing set and be outside. It's going to prevent my daughter from being able to open the windows in her home, just to let air in, because that air is going to be so toxic. As it rains, which this year we're getting a lot of, that will help to slow down that process, but it's still going to be hanging out in that soil for a very, very long time. So what do? I try to avoid these chemicals as much as possible, but you can't always avoid them, and mistakes are made and things happen. So what should you do? I recommend eating as much organic as possible, doing what you can to avoid practicing chemical-free living in your home as far as your cleaning products and etc. Um, when I have an exposure, when my neighbors decide they're going to spray their lawn, I will use Purity essential oil, and that helps to neutralize the chemicals that are in the air. Some of the other things that I do is I use a homeopathic pesticide tox, which will help to energetically neutralize the energy of the toxins that you can carry around in your energy field or that can be living in your home. If I get a really bad exposure, I will do salt and soda baths, and that's 1 part salt to 2 parts baking soda, and you soak for about 20 minutes. So I usually use, I have a whirlpool tub, so I usually use about a cup of salt and 2 cups of baking soda and soak for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then you want to get up and you want to rinse that off so that the toxins that you've pulled out don't stay stuck on the outside of your skin. So I can often feel like my tissues are all sore, like somebody beat me. So I will increase my intake of turmeric. We have a turmeric 4-trade product by Standard Process that works really well. So I'll increase my intake of turmeric and my intake of distilled water try to drink as much water as I can to keep my system flushed. Also, a lymphatic drainage massage is a good thing that you can do if your lymph is plugged. Add a little bit of lemon to your water. That'll help move that lymph around. And also a homeopathic like lymph drainage. So those are the things that I recommend when you are exposed to chemicals, when you don't have control over that. I personally don't think anybody should put chemicals on their lawn. It's harmful to your pets and your children and yourself. So share this video, share it with your friends, so that people who think that all of these chemicals out there are safe for us, they need to understand that this is not the case. So follow Enlightenment Educational Services on Facebook, like us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share this video with your friends. Have a very blessed day.